It's time to duel!
Hello everybody and welcome to a deck profile on Master Duel. Today we are featuring the Super Quantum layers. Now, these cards are quite fascinating because they remind me of Power Rangers, so I'm going to refer them to Rangers, but they are all Super Quantum cards. Now, starting off, we have Super Quantum Red Layered. Now, I only have 2 of him, but if I had the materials, I'd be running 3. With this guy, well, first of all of these Super Quantum cards here, blue, green, red, white, they all have effects when they are normal or special summoned onto the field, and also when they are getting sent to the graveyard. So, with Super Quantum Red Layer, Red Ranger, when this card is normal or special summon, you can target 1 Super Quantum card in your graveyard and add it to your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target 1 Super Quantum monster in your graveyard, except this dude, and special summon it, but its effects are negated. Now, Super Quantum White Layered. By sending a non-light Super Quantum monster from your hand or face up on the field, you can special summon this card in defense position. Now, when this card is normal or special summoned, you can send 1 Super Quantum monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, this card's attribute and level become that same monster. Now, its second effect is if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Super Quantal Fairy Alphan from your deck or graveyard to your hand. These skills are quite wonderful on these Ranger cards. Now, Super Quantal Fairy Alphan. Now, once per turn, you can target 1 Super Quantum monster you control, and this card becomes that monster's level. Or, you can tribute this card by revealing 3 Quantum monsters from your deck. Your opponent picks 1, special summon it, and send the rest to the graveyard. Beautiful, beautiful card. Especially for normal, I'm surprised. Then we got 3 Super Quantal Blue Layer, Blue Ranger. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can add a Super Quantal card from your deck to your hand, except for this card. That's including their spells and traps. Now, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target up to 3 Super Quantal cards in your graveyard and shuffle them into the deck. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the draw effect. The draw effect belongs to the Green Ranger. But when this card is normal special summon, you can special summon 1 Quantum monster from your hand. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can discard 1 Super Quantal card and draw 1 card. Remember, you can only use each of these effects once per turn. Now, we do have the staple Ghost, Ogre and Snow Rabbit. This card destroys a face-up spell, trap or monster card that's currently on the field and destroys it, but it doesn't negate the effect. Now we got 2 Ashes, 2 Maxis and 1 Effect Veiler. We do have the staple spells. We are running Pot of Avarice. Target 5 monsters in your graveyard and shuffle it into the deck and draw 2 cards. Now this is Super Quantum Alphan Spike. Now, if you control 3 Rangers on the field with different names, shuffle as many cards your opponent controls into the deck. Then your opponent special summons 1 from their extra deck, ignoring its summoning conditions. Now, that sounds like a backfire, but when there's tons of monsters and cards on the field, it's actually not too bad. Now, we've got 2 Lightning Storms, 2 Triple Tactics Talent. Now, we have their field spell. This is quite vital to get to their XE monsters. Now, anytime you are running a Ranger on the field, and this is on the field as well, you can just discard 1 card and special summon an XE monster from your deck corresponding its color. So what I mean by that is Green Ranger is linked to the XE Super Quantum Mech Beast Aeroboros. So now every Ranger on the field has its own corresponding beast. So now let's get to the beast. We'll get back to the spells and traps in a sec. So now, the blue beast. This one targets spells and traps on the field and destroys it. Now if it has a blue ranger as an overlay unit, that effect becomes a quick effect. Now the green beast, once per turn you can detach one XC material from this card, then target one other face up monster on the field, change it to face down defense position. Now if it has a green ranger as a layer, this becomes a quick effect. Also, these cards also have additional effect that I forgot to mention. Once per turn, you can attach one super quantum monster from your hand or field to this card as a material. So even if you use its ability, you can attach another one. But try and ensure that you have the same color corresponding monster on it, so it becomes a quick effect. So with the super quantum mech beast Magna, this belongs to the red ranger. Now, you can detach one material from this card, then target one monster on the field and destroy it. Now it becomes a quick effect as well if it has the red layer. Now it also has this effect as well as the others. Once per turn you can attach one super quantum monster from your hand or field to this card as material. So now this belongs to the white ranger. You can detach one material from this card, then target one effect monster on the field. Negate that monster's effect until the end of this turn. Quick effect if it has the white ranger as a material. And like I just mentioned, you can attach one super quantum monster from your hand or field to this card as material. Now if you have all three beasts on the field, you can activate this second ability on the field spell. You can send this card from your field zone to the graveyard, then target 3 super quantum mech beast XC materials with different names you control or in your graveyard. Special summon one super quantum mech king great Magnus from your extra deck. And if you do, attach the targeted monsters and their materials to it as materials. Now that becomes this beast of a guy. Now this guy's effect is based off how many materials is on it. Now if it has 2 materials on it, once per turn during the main phase, a quick effect, you can detach one material from this card and shuffle one card on the field into the deck. And it's not bad, but it gets better when it has 4 or more materials. It is unaffected by card effect, except for super quantal cards. Now, if it has 6 or more materials on this card, your opponent cannot add cards from their deck to their hand by card effects. Quite a devastating guy. If you could get this guy out, your main target is to get him out and beat down your opponent. This is the guy. But if you want to go Link, this does require 3 effect monsters, including a super quantum monster. Now, anytime an XC beast is summoned to the Link zone this card points to, you can draw 1 card. Now, if a face-up XC monster this card points to is destroyed by battle or by opponent's card effect, you can special summon 1 super quantum monster from your deck with the same original attribute as one of those destroyed XC monsters. It's really not bad. Now, we're going to the rest of the spells. We're running 2 limited removal, because when you do get to the beast and the final great Magnus, they are machines. Staple called by the grave. Now, we're running 3 super Quantal Alphancall appeal. Now, if one of your ranger is on the field and is destroyed by battle, right after you can activate this card and special summon 1 super quantum mech beast XC monster from your extra deck. Then you can special summon 1 super quantum monster from your hand or deck or graveyard that is specifically listed on that XC monster in its text, but negates its effects. These abilities are actually good in the duel, so you'll see some gameplay in a second. And we do have Trickstar Reincarnation. Now this card banishes your opponent's entire hand and they draw the same amount. Now you gotta time this card because sometimes you can negate their fusions. When they activate this spell, you activate this, and right after all the monsters that were required for material is all discarded to the banish them. So if you can time this, you're in the good. Now, we are running 3 Royal Decrees because online, Eld Glitch, everyone knows, can be annoying. But this is the deck. I hope you enjoy it. Give it a spin. Let me know what you think. Thank you for watching. H out.
You